thousands of rebels have accepted Russian-brokered deals to leave other parts of the enclave in the past week with their families on government-supplied buses, giving them safe passage to other insurgent-held areas. Tens of thousands of other civilians have stayed behind to accept state rule, and tens of thousands more have fled across the front line. Speaking at a weekly briefing, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova said the counter-terrorist operation in eastern Ghouta had nearly finished, RIA state news agency reported. She gave no details of negotiations with the rebels still holding out. A commander in the alliance supporting Assad, which besides Russia includes Iran and Shiite militias from Lebanon and Iraq, said on Wednesday negotiations with Jaish al-Islam had stopped. Despite some artillery fire on Douma on Wednesday, there has been no renewal of the army's withering bombardment and assault that stormed most of the rebel enclave in just a few weeks. Daily convoys of buses have since made the 320 kilometers, 200 miles, journey to Idlib carrying about 7,500 fighters and their families, 30,000 people in all, according to the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, a Britain-based war monitor. On Thursday, the United Nations Resident and Humanitarian Coordinator's Office in Syria said in an emailed update that 75,000 civilians had been received in shelters and 47,000 civilians remained in them. It described conditions in the shelters, mostly unfinished buildings, hangars, or schools, as dire. Assad and his allies say their offensive was needed to end the rule of Islamist militants over civilians and to stop rebel mortar fire on Damascus, which state television says has killed dozens in recent weeks. The observatory says the government assault has killed more than 1,600 people. The Syrian and Russian governments deny all that and have accused the rebel groups of fabricating evidence of such attacks and of killing people who tried to flee their territory, which the insurgents deny.